Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another meal prep video. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kristi. I have a very quick meal prep to share with you today. Super easy breakfasts and lunches, and then my snacks. No dinner kits this week. For breakfast this week, this is similar to those crack and egg breakfast scrambles you can buy in the store, but we're going to do it ourselves. We're just going to get everything together in the meal prep containers, and then we're going to cook it the day we eat it. For lunch prep, it's going to be a tuna pasta salad. You can definitely use chicken or chickpeas or whatever type of protein you want. As always, I'll link all the recipes and the items that I use down in the description box below. And I'd love it if you'd hit that thumbs up button, and let's get into this prep.
It's a journey for life.
Okay, for breakfast prep this week, I'm doing something a little bit different. Normally, I do a cook with me. This week, I'm going to be doing they're kind of like a breakfast scramble, but I'm not going to be cooking them ahead of time. I'm going to cook them the day that we have them. So what I'm going to do is just put everything into a container. I was going to use mason jars, but I decided that I think my glass containers are going to work good. These are 3-compartment containers. So let me share with you how I got this. If you all have ever seen the Just Crack an Egg, there are little containers that you buy in the store, and they have like cheese, meat, I think some of them are just veggie. Like they have just a little bit of ingredients in there, kind of to make like an omelet in a cup is basically what it's doing. The only thing, they're called Just Crack an Egg because you provide the egg. So you just crack the egg in there, you mix it all up and microwave it. And I thought, I'm going to do my own. Number one, they're much cheaper. Number two, I know exactly what's going in there. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to make my own Just Crack an Egg cups, I guess you could call it. And I'm just going to put everything into here, and then we'll microwave it that day. So let me show you how I'm going to do this. In here I have my eggs. I've just wrapped them in some aluminum foil just for the sake of them not touching each other and risking them breaking. So I'm just going to put those in there like that. That way if this gets shaken around, it won't bother it. And then in this side, I'm going to put my little silicone baking cup. I'm going to put some blueberries in there, something to go with it, maybe some grapes. And then in this side, this is where I'm going to put all the ingredients for the little egg scramble, omelet, whatever you want to call it. So you can put whatever you want in these. For me, I'm going to cut up some spinach. And I also have here an orange pepper. I have some green onion. If you want to cut up just some regular onion, feel free to do that. I'm going to use a little bit of cheese, probably just like maybe 1/8 of a cup in each one. This particular cheese on WW is 3 points for 1/4 of a cup, so I don't really want to have 3 points. It's 80 calories for a 1/4 cup serving. So as far as the points and calories on this, it really just depends on everything you put in it. For me personally, on this one, the way that I'm making it, it's going to be a range of 3 points to 7 points, depending on whether you count your eggs or not. And also, if you're counting calories, including all the veggies, it's going to be about 280 calories. So I debated on whether I wanted to do like one of them with this chicken breakfast sausage, or if I wanted to do all of them with the Canadian bacon. So I decided I'm going to do the Canadian bacon. With this kind, you can have 4 slices of this for 1 point. And 4 slices would be 80 calories because it's 60 for 3. I think 4 is probably going to be maybe too much. I'll see when I get it all cut up. I'm just going to cut it up into little pieces and put it in there. So we'll see what it looks like. Now, one thing with this is you can make this your own. If you want to do just veggie, if you want to put some kind of different cheese in it, or you don't want to use cheese, you can make these however you want. Okay, so I decided to use 3 slices for each serving. That is quite a bit of meat right there. That's the 3 slices. So I have a small cutting board here, so I just cut one up for now. So then for mine, I decided to add a little bit of mushrooms, and then I'm also going to add some potatoes. So I'm just going to use a can of these sliced potatoes. For these potatoes, you can have the whole can for 3 points or 160 calories. So I don't even think it's going to create an extra point. I'll put it in my tracker and see, but it depends if you count your potatoes. And for calories, it's only going to bring it up about 26 calories per serving. So this is still going to be right around 300 calories per serving. So I've just diced those up already and kind of separated it into 6. So one thing I just thought of, I don't think I'm going to add the spinach into the mixture. So I'm going to put the spinach right on the side here, and then we can just add it right before we go to do it. I don't know, there's something that just tells me it's not gonna come out right. So I'm just gonna put one of these together for now and show you. One thing I wanna do with each meal prep container is I wanna just spray it with some cooking spray, just so that the eggs don't stick when I go to make them. So now I'm just gonna add some peppers down in there, a little bit of the onion, the meat. Yeah, that's a lot of meat. You could probably just do 2 of them, honestly. 2 slices. So I would definitely not recommend keeping these in your fridge for more than 3 days. So I'm just gonna be making 6 of these, 3 for me, 3 for my husband. So if you make these, I would say 3 days max. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper to each one. And then I'm going to add about 1/8 of a cup of the cheese. So then what we'll do is just crack the eggs right in there, mix it all together, like scramble everything up. And then I would say and then we're going to take this out. I'm going to put my blueberries in here. Add the spinach if you want. And then I would say just do it like maybe 30-second increments until it's done. But keep in mind that usually once you pull it out of the microwave and you let it sit, the eggs will continue cooking for like another 30 seconds or a minute. So don't cook them until the eggs are dried out. And then on this side, I'm going to put the blueberries, and that way I can just pull this out when we go to heat it up. I'm gonna finish mine. My husband doesn't want mushroom in his, so I'm gonna keep them separate. I'm leaving the aluminum foil off of those just for the picture at the end. I'm fast forwarded to another day where I'm actually making this because I wanted to show you the end product and what it looks like. So this is all you do. Just take that spinach, put it in there, crack the eggs right over the top of it, and then just mix that all together real good. You don't have to mix it all the way. If you like the eggs a little bit white, then just mix it a little bit. I like to have the eggs really mixed together. So just mix it together real good, and then that's going to be going in the microwave for 1 minute. After the minute, just stir it up real good, and then put it back in the microwave for 1 more minute. Take it out, stir it again, and then for 1 final minute. So mine took 3 1-minute increments. This is the 3rd one. This is when it's actually done. When you take it out on that 3rd time, they might not look all the way done, but just give them a minute to sit, and they'll be completely done like this. And this was delicious. Loved this like this. So if you're one who doesn't like to meal prep eggs, like you don't like to cook them ahead of time and then reheat them, this is a great option for you. So that's our DIY crack an egg breakfast scramble. So now I'm moving on to lunch, and for lunch this week we're going to be doing a pasta salad. For this week I'm going to do a tuna pasta salad. I'm just going to put 2 cans of tuna in it, but you can use canned chicken, or you could just put some beans in there, whatever you want to do to bulk it up for protein, completely up to you. Or if you just want to have plain pasta salad, that's fine as well. So the kind I'm going to use is this organic brown rice and quinoa. This does have some protein, has 4 grams of protein per serving in this one. For this recipe, I'm going to be making 6 servings, so I'm going to be using 12 ounces of this. So this is a 16-ounce package. There's 8 servings in each container, so I only need 6 of the servings. So what I'm going to do is just put it on my scale and deduct 2 of the servings. So each serving is 56 grams, so I'm going to remove 112 grams from this bag. So I'm just going to kind of reverse weigh So I'm going to put the bag on there, zero it out, and then just take out 112 grams. Okay, so there's 113, close enough. So I'm gonna get this going on my stove. I don't think I need to show you how to boil noodles. Depending on what you're using, they're all different. So just follow the instructions on your bag. So after my noodles are cooked, I just let them cool, and then I'm gonna season them with this no salt seasoning. My stepfather actually gave me this, but I did find it on Amazon as well. So I'm just gonna season that, but you can season it with whatever you want. I'm gonna add in 1/3 cup of olive oil. Feel free to play around with this amount. That's completely up to you. And then I'm going to add some Dijon mustard. So I usually just add a little bit, squirt a little bit in there, but then when I actually eat it to taste, I add more. I'm also adding just a splash of red wine vinegar. Again, completely optional. You can do so many different things with pasta salad. And then this light Italian dressing, we usually take this to work with us. And that way, if we want a little bit extra dressing on it, then we can do that. This is really low in calories. It's only 30 calories for 2 tablespoons. And I think points is like 1 point. I'm also going to add some tuna to mine. This is 1 point for me and 110 calories for the whole can. Feel free to use whatever protein you want. Sometimes I use turkey pepperoni, canned chicken, chickpeas. It just depends on what you want to put in it. I also added a little bit of Himalayan sea salt there. And then for my vegetables, I've got a zucchini, a yellow squash, a cucumber, some Roma tomato, onion, and red pepper. So you'll see I don't actually end up using all of these vegetables. You just kind of have to throw them in there and put as much in it to your liking. So this pasta salad is meant to be like a summer pasta salad that's cold. So we will not be heating this throughout the week. We'll just put it in the meal prep containers and then we'll just eat it cold throughout the week. So one thing with that salad dressing, the reason we usually bring that is a lot of times with pasta, the pasta will soak up any of the oil that's in there. And sometimes when you meal prep it, it can be dry after a day or two. So that's why we usually like to just bring the salad dressing with us and then we can just add it to it however much we want, which usually doesn't, it usually only takes a little splash. So now I'm cutting up my zucchini and yellow squash and cucumber, and I'm actually peeling mine, but you certainly can just wash them real good and leave the skins on if you prefer. So once you have all your ingredients in there, just give that a good stir, and then that's it. That's all there is to it. Now, I originally thought this was going to make 6 servings, but you'll see in a little bit, it actually is going to make 8. So I'm just scooping it evenly into my meal prep containers. And then I realized that I had quite a bit left, so I ended up making another one. We didn't end up eating it for the 4 days, though. I actually gave some to somebody. And then for the salad dressing, I actually have one of these salad dressings in my fridge at work, so I'll just give that to my husband. He can take it with him. So that is our tuna pasta salad this week, and this was so good. And as always, I'll have the recipes on my website, and on my website we'll have the nutritional values and also a link to WW so you can find out what the points are for you. Now I'm moving on to my snacks, and typically for my snacks, I always have carrots and hummus in my fridge for the week. And this way, it's just so much easier for me to just pull them out and snack on them if I feel like having them. I don't have to cut them up at that time. So I just cut them and put them in these little containers. I actually got these containers from Grove, but they are on Amazon as well, so I'll link them down below. So I'm using this Sabra red pepper hummus. This kind is 2 points for 2 tablespoons or 70 calories. My favorite kind is the kind from Aldi. It's organic garlic hummus, and that kind is only 1 point for 2 tablespoons, but this is all I had this week. I also have some nuts left that I had already pre-portioned from the last meal prep. Like I mentioned in that meal prep, I don't necessarily have all these snacks every single day. They're just things that I like to have ahead of time and just have them ready. So then I also have some grapes there, and then my cottage cheese. I love this cottage cheese. This is the Good Culture cottage cheese. It is 2 points for 3/4 of a cup or 80 calories for half a cup. And then I also have my bananas as well. And finally, my kiwi. I would not survive a week without my kiwi. You all know how much I love kiwi. So that's it for my snacks for this week. And that also wraps it up for my meal prep for this week. So again, no dinner kits this week, just my snacks and then my breakfast, which I will actually make the day that we have them, and then also my lunches. So let me know in the comments what's your favorite thing to meal prep for the week. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you're new, I hope you'll subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll talk to you in my next one.
It's a journey.